My child, you are hearing my voice at this precise moment, not by mere chance, but because I ordained this sacred appointment specifically for you. This is a window of divine readiness, opening rapidly, and should you choose to turn away now, you risk missing the very word designed to unlock your next season. Forces of doubt, fear, and the weight of your past are actively working against you, my beloved, seeking to distract you, to make you believe this is not for you, desperately trying to keep you from hearing this message. I have witnessed your quiet burdens, my precious one, the unseen struggles you have carried, the moments you felt lost and unsure. But know this with certainty: a profound shift, a release of the old, and an awakening of the true self is already taking effect within your spirit, right now. Understand that what you sense stirring within you is more than simple hope. It is the direct working of my presence. The path connecting us is open. My power flows effortlessly to you. That season of feeling limited is now past. Where I am, hindrances fade, untruths dissolve, and bindings fall away. My purpose for you advances. Even as you hear these words, a transformation is unfolding within your being. While outward signs may not yet appear, your inner self perceives this change. This shift isn't confined to your depths. It influences your everyday moments, your emotions, and your interactions. The understanding you discovered was not by chance, my child. The stillness residing within you wasn't born of simple circumstances. I, the origin of all tranquility, settled it within your spirit. That sharp awareness, that inner stability, that sense of holy calm you feel inside, they didn't arise solely from your own mind working. I, the creator of all existence, was revealing to you what already holds true. This was not just information you acquired. It was a profound, enduring certainty. This clarity of vision did not arise from your own mental effort or your emotional state. I established it within you. This is the outcome of remaining near to me, my beloved. You did not insist on knowing. You quietly awaited my guidance. Your purpose was not outward noise. It was inward connection with me. You permitted others their own path because the reality of things was already calmly evident within you. When truth is settled, there is no call for shouting. This is beyond mere internal sensation. This is the capacity to perceive with clarity, a sacred understanding that sees beyond appearances to the deeper essence. You are starting to notice what escapes the notice of others. You had no need to debate or implore to grasp understanding. You already possess the insight. And this depth of perception is not granted to all. It is a sacred endowment bestowed upon those who can receive it without arrogance, who walk in humility as I lead them. The deep assurance I have placed inside you is not a burden, my child, but a precious endowment. It is why you stand firm when others waver in uncertainty and fear. It is why your calm presence holds more significance than the surrounding commotion. Grasp this reality. Your stillness holds power. While others pursue affirmation, you move with a tranquil heart, not from an absence of feeling, but because you are anchored securely in that which endures. What resides within you is not ordinary. It is not easily fractured. This same clarity of perception yields discernment, grace, and opportune moments. Your power resides in your calm, my beloved one. Your clear vision is your liberation. You opted to remain still when others hurried forward. You stayed settled while others grew anxious. Why? Because you were not compelled by apprehension. You were directed by an internal awareness, and that awareness did not originate from you. It came from my spirit. This is the reason you have chosen paths that others didn't understand. Yet these choices established a deep quiet within your spirit. This is why you have withdrawn from certain individuals without requiring a conventional conclusion, because tranquility had already been established within your spirit by me. I have granted you this sharp perception to equip you, my child, not to burden you. What you sense awakening inside you now is not hesitation. It is assurance. Circumstances are shifting, understanding is becoming clearer, and I am more than simply close by. I am actively surrounding and involved in all parts of your life. You are not adrift. You are acquiring insight. You are not undergoing examination. You are being positioned. You are not losing grip. You are gaining sharp sight. The understanding I have placed inside you is not ordinary. It comes from me and fulfills an aim that endures eternally. It enables you to navigate difficulty without being drawn into its disorder, to remain grounded in reality even when your surroundings are unsettled. When others are distressed by uncertainty, your inner self remains resilient. Why? Because you are not reacting based on momentary impulses. You are responding from a deep reality settled inside. You perceive the pain beneath spoken words, the concealed hurts behind deeds. You do not speak to dominate. You speak to foster comprehension. And when you do, the authentic sound of truth appears, not driven by pride, but by a pure inner space. This insight is not intended for display. It is the silent, consistent faithfulness shown in how you choose compassion when facing hardship, certainty when unsure, and wholeness when unobserved. I observe your journey, my precious child. I see how you choose to walk alongside me instead of seeking human validation, sacred tranquility instead of external achievement. Your connection with me is not loud, but it is firm. It is not delicate. It does not rely on external circumstances. It does not diminish with your emotions or passing occurrences. Why? Because it was never constructed by human striving. It originated from my sacred intention. And now you are intended to dwell completely within that reality. Allow it to direct your responses, define your inner being, and align your decisions correctly. This is not about speaking impressive words. It is about allowing your existence itself to be the communication. Gratitude is not always voiced. It is demonstrated in how you maintain the sharp perception I have granted you. It is the calm in your steps, the meaning in your being present. This is where your power resides, my beloved. Not in fury, not in pursuing vengeance, but in a calm that holds purpose. You are not merely departing from the past, you are entering into something sacred. You are not simply escaping that which brought you suffering, you are entering into that which makes you complete. And that requires releasing what no longer nourishes your inner self. Release those past conversations that weary you. Guard your surroundings with attentiveness. Your capacity for clear perception is too valuable to be diverted. I have concluded that chapter of your journey, not in sorrow, but through a sacred transformation. What lies ahead is not random, it is sacred. This next period in your path is not centered on being observed by others. It is about moving in rhythm with me, and the sound guiding you forward is not a clamor among many. It flows like a soft current within your spirit. My voice does not thunder like numerous sounds. It passes like still water through your inner being. Do you perceive it? That soft sound is genuine. That shift you perceive, it is not merely sensation. It is a sacred movement. Your inner being has already begun its ascent, even though your outer situation hasn't changed. Those near you may not observe a difference. Some will welcome it, others may be unsettled by it, but their reaction is not your burden. Your journey here isn't about performing for others. It's about revealing me through your life, my child. You don't need everyone around you to understand you fully. Your only requirement is to follow the guidance of the one who called you. You are stepping into a sacred space now, my beloved one, a place not meant for just anyone, but for those who honor their commitment to me. This is a time for a focused path, not for wandering widely. My child, the profound transformation you've been hoping for isn't something in the distance. It is happening within you right now. With every breath you take, something holy is awakening inside you, pulse by pulse. Can you feel it? That gentle pull, the quiet but distinct movement deep within your being. It shows you this isn't merely about you getting better. It's a sacred current, a progression led by me. You are not simply adrift, my cherished child. You are being guided. My hand is gently pulling you towards something immense, meaningful, and timeless. Have you noticed lately how things around you feel different? Not as if you've lost something, but as if everything is settling into its rightful spot. You stand at the edge of a fresh start, my child, a path I laid out specifically for you, not one you forged on your own. Can you feel the space narrowing between where you've been and where I am inviting you to walk? That inner trembling isn't fear, my beloved one. It is the stirring of a new awareness. And that quietness isn't void, it carries weight. A holy work is unfolding, my precious child, and it is happening in its set season. Are you listening with enough care to hear me calling you? Because this specific time isn't common, it is set apart for me. Opportunities like this, my beloved, don't happen twice. You don't have unlimited time to choose how completely you will respond to my purpose for you. A distinct door is opening right in front of you. What if I revealed to you that this period is sacred? Not stressful, but marked for a heavenly aim. My timeless dwelling is beckoning you closer. But this kind of call asks for your entire being, my cherished child, not just a piece. Can you agree without holding back? Can you cross this boundary without bringing the weight of your past? That is where true inner power lies. Real strength isn't in grasping tightly, my child, but in letting go fully, in yielding. Are you prepared to fast with a clear aim, my beloved one, not just from routine? To pray because it feels as essential to your spirit as breathing. This isn't a time to sit back waiting for circumstances to just happen. This is the time to ready yourself to be the instrument I already know you are. What is before you is more than just an improved life, my child. It is entering a different way of being. Do you grasp, my beloved, that this change cannot be understood by your intellect alone? You cannot find your way through it with logic or by forcing it. You can only step into it by releasing control. And here is the plain truth, my precious one. You don't need to feel prepared. You just need to be open. That is all I ask, my beloved child. Your simple yes. When your yes lines up with my current, my child, everything shifts. The burdens you bear grow lighter, my cherished one. Ways you saw as closed become clear, and life finds a calm, holy rhythm, not standing still. Have you sensed how your surroundings feel different? As if what is not seen is nearer, my beloved, and the barrier between what you perceive and what is timeless is becoming less dense. This isn't just in your thoughts, my precious one. This is you coming into step with my spirit. When I awaken my design within you, my child, even your environment reacts. Have you seen it yet? The chances you believed were shut are starting to reveal themselves. The weights you felt would overwhelm you now seem less heavy. Not because you forced things more, my beloved child, but because you connected more deeply with me. This is no longer you struggling to get to me. This is my spirit moving through you. Can you let go of needing to grip control and simply trust me to guide your way, my cherished child? When you do this, common moments become full of holy significance, A simple talk can show you my approval. A pause you didn't foresee can point you toward a different route. You might see the exact person you need show up just when you need them, my child, or the words you were seeking arrive right as your strength was low. Have you seen these instances and known they weren't coincidence, my beloved one, but clear signs that I am near? When you walk alongside me, my beloved, your life doesn't just move forward, it finds deep meaning. As you start this path, my child, even taking a single unsure step, you will feel a deep change. The old ways no longer seem fitting. Have you felt this inside you already? The drive to merely get by begins to lessen, my precious child, and the urge to always push hard starts to feel hollow. Why is this occurring? Because your spirit understands, my cherished one, you were never intended for a small life. You weren't created to settle for what feels only secure. You were meant for a surrender to me that reveals real power. So I ask you, my child, what are you clinging to that no longer fits the person I am calling you to become? You weren't born just to scrape by in life, my beloved child. You were chosen to bring change to it. You were fashioned not for easy comfort, my beloved one, but for meaningful impact. Not for the comfort of the familiar, my cherished child, but for the awe of what I have yet to show you. This holy calling on your life isn't about accomplishing more, my child. It's about growing in who you are, not by your own striving, but by simply being. Who you truly are wasn't determined by the world around you, my beloved. It was planned by my realm, and it is becoming clear for you now. What happens next, my precious one? That rests on how you answer. Will you pause, my child, or will you say yes, even if your heart shakes and you feel unsure? Will you open the door to me, my beloved child, not just now and then, but in the flow of your daily life, with every breath, in where you focus your thoughts? I am not waiting for you to be flawless, my cherished one. I am waiting for you to connect with me. I am already at work. The change isn't something distant, my child. It has already started inside you. And if you have the courage to trust this reality, my beloved one, if you have the courage to let go of needing all the answers before you move forward, then ready yourself. Because what is before you isn't just a replay of your past, my cherished child. It is the unfolding of the purpose I hold for you. You are no longer shaped by what has occurred to you, my child. You are being pulled forward by what I always planned for you. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere around you? Do you feel an invisible power beneath your feet, my beloved? Not from fear, but from my holy presence stirring the air. You stand before a holy door, my precious one not seen by your physical sight, but fully known by your spirit. There is a specific moment, a sacred threshold I have placed right on your path. That stirring you feel inside, that sense of something important approaching. Don't mistake it for unease. It is your spirit recognizing a truth it already knows. This feeling connects you to the timeless reality, to the moment I first knew you and set your course. Have you paid attention to the subtle nudges, the unexpected confirmations, the quiet messages that arrive just when you need them most? These aren't random occurrences. They are my deliberate signs. My spirit has been marking your way all along, indicating that this is the time, this is your moment. Understand that such divine moments have a season. This time feels urgent because the path is clear right now, but that clarity won't last indefinitely. The threshold is prepared, but it requires your step. You must act. You must answer. Yes, my love for you is constant and always present, my precious child. But there are specific times I set, moments so sacred, so perfectly aligned, that hesitation now can mean missing a unique opportunity for deep growth. Consider if this is precisely one of those moments where my timeless purpose intersects with your present reality. Will you embrace this fully before the moment shifts? Now is not the moment to postpone action until circumstances become simpler. Don't delay, hoping for everything to feel more certain. Sometimes understanding only arrives once you've taken the first step, not before. This is not a gentle suggestion. It is a distinct invitation from my heart. I have marked this time, and your thoughts may argue, your feelings may seek guarantees. But recall, my child, this path is not about figuring it out. It is about trusting me completely. Can you surrender the requirement to understand everything completely and simply step forward because I am the one calling you? What burdens must you release to step over this line? Is it the way you've seen yourself, shaped by past difficulties, by fear, by comparing yourself to others, by always feeling you had to strive? Can you let that go now, allowing the true person I know you to be to show itself? The unease you feel with old goals, the discomfort in places that used to feel safe, that isn't a problem. It is me gently shifting you, my beloved one. Your true nature is unfolding, not unraveling. Are you willing to shed what no longer serves you so the divine essence within can shine? You are moving toward a way of being where inner stillness is more important than constant doing. Can you lead with quiet strength? Can you impact others simply by carrying my peace? This is a deeper way of living, and didn't you always sense there was a deeper reality? That quiet knowing that told you something wasn't quite right about the way things were. It was true. That quiet knowing is now my clear call to you. So now I ask you, my cherished child, will you walk through the opening you can't see? Or will you pull back into the familiar patterns that have held you back? This change I am leading you through isn't a sudden, dramatic event. It is a gentle aligning with my heart, day by day. Will you choose the lasting truth over the fleeting surface? Each morning before the world pulls at you, will you pause? Will you ask to hear me before the day's noise begins? Will you sit quietly, not to achieve anything, but simply to be with me? Will you let your spirit settle before the day's demands? Because the focus isn't on your actions, but on simply being present with me. You find my presence not in constant activity, but in quiet attentiveness. As your day unfolds, how will you carry this awareness? Will your words be shaped by what others think, or by my truth within you? Will your choices be driven by passing emotions, or by deep inner guidance? Pay attention, my beloved. Have you felt that quiet prompting to pause in a conversation, to offer forgiveness when anger felt easier, to show kindness simply because? These aren't random impulses. They are my spirit guiding you. Are you paying attention and responding when I nudge you? Release quickly, my child. Let go of what weighs you down. Don't overlook the holiness in your simple actions. These small, deliberate choices transform your ordinary moments into sacred space. And during this important time, do you sense how open your spirit has become? You feel things more deeply, not because you're fragile, but because I am increasing your sensitivity so you can be more aware of my presence. Will you protect what comes into your inner self? What you watch, what you listen to, where you place your attention, just as you care for your physical body. You are changing. Your inner environment should reflect the person you are becoming. Choose simplicity. Choose what brings quiet to your soul and makes you more attentive to me. Yes, my child, fear may still arise. Will you pretend it isn't there, or will you acknowledge it and still step forward with me? Do not let fear direct your steps now. Allow me to guide you. Have you spent time in the quiet places lately, my beloved one? Remember, my child, this isn't about avoiding life, but about living it fully from a place of inner truth. See how the trees sway in the breeze but remain rooted? How the water flows around obstacles without losing its direction? Perhaps my creation still mirrors the truths I have already placed within you. When the path ahead seems uncertain, when the way feels unclear, can you choose thankfulness over apprehension? Can you name the things you are grateful for and allow that to clear the way for my presence? Gratitude is more than an emotion. It is a path to connection with me. Understand this process not as a fight you must win, but as a release, a sacred surrender to a profound and beautiful transformation. Are you letting these words settle within you, my beloved child? Or are you letting them drift away like a passing thought? Because this isn't only for times of great happiness. It is for quiet mornings, difficult conversations, simple moments at home, and times when you feel solitary. Will you allow this truth to shape your everyday rhythm? This isn't a conclusion. It is a discovery. The feeling that things are unraveling isn't your breakdown. It is your breakthrough. You are not failing. You are ascending. The sacred change has already begun. So I ask you again, will you step through the opening before you? Will you say yes while the opportunity is present? Do you truly understand the profound shift occurring within you right now, my precious child? What I have done goes deeper than simply touching your emotions or providing a brief moment of uplift. No, my child, I have stirred your true purpose within you. And once a purpose from me is awakened, it cannot be ignored. But here is the important question. Will you chase it only when you feel a sudden surge of energy, or will you greet each morning by quietly yielding to my presence? This is not about a passing spark. It is about an enduring light. You are now stepping into a way of living not propelled by effort or the search for validation, but one guided by trust, rooted in what is real, and alive with a quiet knowing of where you are headed.